Bloody crap. Hello. So I just want to update you on my first treatment at the dentist, which was yesterday, and how that went with the plans that I had made for sedation, etc. before I went. And overall I think it seemed to go okay. I started my sedation the night before. Actually, I took one tablet before I went to bed on Monday evening, 10 milligram diazepam, and an hour before my appointment, about 10 o'clock yesterday morning, I took another two. When I arrived at the dentist, I actually felt I could feel the onset of the Valium. I'm feeling a little bit of like an intoxication effect, and I had no anxiety about going to the dentist at all, which was good, which is very unusual for me. So I went into the reception, registered, and then we sat down and we waited to be called into the dentist room. And at that time I was reflecting on how I've ended up there. Actually, the results of a rugby injury in my teens is only part of it, although a large part of it was losing my teeth over the years because of misalignment in my jaw. But also, you know, I thought back to my youth, and as a youngster, in my very early years, and I'm talking 60 odd years ago now, I don't remember anybody having toothbrushes or toothpaste. We certainly we bathed once a week then, and we washed. That's my parrot complaining about something. And we washed, etc. But oral hygiene was not a big issue at that point, and it never was actually, right up until I joined the Navy when I was 16, and you're living with a lot of other guys, and then you've got to toe the line, so to speak, and oral hygiene then was a good consideration. But I was lucky at that point. I still had a good set of teeth. But then I've got to look at my life after that with the copious amounts of coffee that I used to drink. I used to smoke quite heavily at times actually. I even smoked cigars for a while. And all that's going to take effect on your oral hygiene, your gums, etc., the colour of your teeth. So it's not so good. And anybody that's young today and have got a good set of teeth, I strongly recommend that you really do look after them, because one of the most embarrassing things that I have found is my smile. I try to smile with my mouth closed so that people don't see the colour or the state of my teeth. So that was that part, and then I got called into the surgery. I was expecting just to get one tooth taken out, but the guy actually done very well. He gave me the local anaesthetic, and then he went to work, and he done a lot of preparation for what was coming up. He worked on other teeth. He shaped the lower teeth for the brace, for the fitting that's going in there. He cleaned all around the teeth, and then he took some castings again inside my mouth, and then we came down to the extraction. Now I've got to say that all the time he was working in my mouth and grinding and drilling, etc., in the past this has always been horrific for me. I've never enjoyed a second of it, but yesterday I think with the sedation, It didn't bother me at all, actually. I just thought, well, I'm here and it's going to happen. And I didn't really feel any, I certainly didn't feel any pain, and it was just something he was doing. Up till the point where he said, okay, now the extraction. And that proved to be a bit more difficult. It transpired that because the tooth was very healthy, actually, and it was well established and had good support, it didn't really want to come out. And it did take him, I would say, 10 minutes of jarring and pulling and pushing, etc., and then going in and with his drill and or grinder, whatever he was using, and working away at the base of the tooth, etc. And I've got to say that in the last few seconds, there was some pain, actually. Not extreme pain, nothing that would make I would classify as acute pain, but I did feel some deep pain from around the root of the tooth. And then as he yanked, all of a sudden, drink, the tooth was out and on the plate, and the dressings were going into my mouth, etc. So that went very well. I was very, very pleased with that. The sedation, I think one of the aspects I learned, if I'm going to use this sedation, is take it a little bit earlier, because I think it was actually coming on stronger at the end of my treatment than when I went in. So I'd maybe take it an hour and a half before my next appointment, which is booked for next Wednesday, where they're going to remove the remainder of the bottom teeth that's going to come up. Wow, I'm looking forward to that big stuff. Not really, but that's the way it's going. And if you're facing dental surgery in the future, you know, it's in these modern days and age, these modern days, and the drugs and the anesthetics, etc., that's available. I suppose really it is plain sailing, but it is an anxiety thing. People expect the pain, it makes them anxious, and it makes you dread your trip to the dentist. So that's the story of yesterday's visit, and I will keep you updated the next time. If you haven't already, please, and you want to know, please subscribe and like and ring the bell, and you'll know when the videos are coming up. I'm about to do another series, actually, of videos here on the ladies in Pattaya that have lost their jobs and how they're coping and what they're doing to try and survive. And I've done a bit of research in it the last few days, and it's very, very interesting, and I think the video will be interesting, so keep your eye open for that as well. Okay, thank you very much, and please, please, please stay safe in this horrible pandemic. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.